everyone. Thank you for very much for coming over tonight. All of you here are team leaders, managers, company owners, and the topic of our discussion is going to be today actually management and communications. I would like to start the speech with two words: love yourself. Of course, everybody starting to interpret it differently, and some people starting to trying to realize that they're forgetting about main idea, main points. All our life is one big huge communication. People are all the time communicating. We're communicating with our employees, our family, our friends, and others. But what I would like to say is same principle is actually in the business. Business is like our family. When you before you build in a family, you need to find your soulmate, your other half. And of course, how you find that? Through the communication. You're starting to talk. And all the communication deal, you're trying to influence one person or this person influencing you. So same thing in business. Either we influencing our business partner, either he is influencing us. It can be another thing. It can be another thing, of course, but you're gonna lose this partner next day. It's actually called cheating. So, through the communication, if you learn how to communicate properly at the business, you're becoming leader. It's easy because you know how to communicate with people. People are gonna be starting to agree with you. You're gonna influence them, and they're gonna start following you. You become a leader. But what happens in most of the cases, most of the problems I'm seeing with managers and team leaders, when they get into this point, when they become a leader, they're creating a kind of sphere around themselves. They think they're so powerful. They starting to spend less time with their employees, explaining things to them. Basically, they starting to communicate. When the employees come over and asking how we're going to do that, he's refusing that basically. Or he's giving to somebody else, to other manager or something else who is under him to solve this problem. So, how to deal with this kind of problems? When you start, actually when the leader getting to this point, when they starting to reject everyone, people starting to turn away from them. Employees, they're working for you and they're trying to get something back, some kind of reward. And when they feel they're not getting this reward, what they're doing, they're starting to talk bad about you, they're turning their backs on you, and suddenly you're starting to lose people. So, how to deal with this problem? As my teacher in Russia, math teacher, told me, by understanding the math problem, you already know 50% of solution. So what do you have to do? You have to go back to the beginning, where you started. You started as a leader, then you started to communicate with your team. And suddenly, they started to follow you. Of course, there is a lot of problems, situations, when managers can't handle their team properly, or they given some kind of rewards or some kind of promises, and employees starting to fight for these promises. They intersect in each other's goals, they're fighting for the customers. Of course, it's good at the beginning because it's bringing profit to the company, but then it's losses because it's arguments, fights between them, and basically company is going down, company's business is going down. So basically, you need to understand two things in communications. First thing is involvement, to get person involved. When you involve one person, it's I won and my partner won. If you're going through the motivation, you getting something for yourself, and in the morning you're losing a partner because partner doesn't understand that you tricked him. The best thing to do is start to working with your team actually through the team building programs. Of course, in couple 2-3 days you start to train them, and in 2-3 days you start to see the progress. You start your productivity is growing 2-3 times, and you get great results. But how to talk, another thing is going to be another conversation. Speech is going to be team management, which one I'm going to have with you next time. Anybody have questions?
Managers.
Good questions.
Thank you very much.